Professor Dr. Dave, and welcome to Varanasi and School of Management Sciences, sir.
Thank you.
How do you rate your experience at School of Management Sciences and in this initiative that SMS is taking with this conference?
When I received the invitation, I was first taken aback. The School of Management organizing a seminar on spirituality. Because so far, I have been to perhaps all the IIMs of the country, and they never invited me on a subject like this, nor I remember attending any of such seminars there. So I was really impressed by the initiative taken by you for the subject.
Spiritualism, how do you define spiritualism, and for you, what does it mean? And
look, I told in my speech, that I have no such ideas, but I know what is right and wrong, and what is the right way to do the work. For me, spiritualism is working at whatever place I have been placed in the life. And I offer my services, I think, without any question, with full surrender, and as if, I am kind of weaving garland for divine, I had to make the best garland for divine, So my principle has always been, wherever you are placed, work hard, work to your best, and offer your services.
This is an excellent thing, but it's a part of attitude of a person, and that makes a person big. But how can such things be implemented and inculcated in school and college curriculum so that it goes beyond that?
See, when I said, no matter where I am placed, now, for example, I can tell you entire my career. Now, wherever I was placed, I first joined Reserve Bank of India and started working from there. And I worked to the best of my abilities, and I think put as hard work as anyone can put in. And I think the rewards come in its own way. We don't anticipate anything, but I think they are all recognized. A good work never goes wasted in life, I think.
So, like materialism and spiritualism, for you, they're not separate things, they go hand in hand together?
That's why I told you, I don't know even when people talk of spiritualism, what they talk of spiritualism. For me, I think it is just working and offering my service to the best of my abilities. I had no ambition. I have never cared for any higher post or so, I think. But things fall in its place. And then you move. That's why, all these things I believe, that is, I think, His job, God's job to do. When I changed the job from Reserve Bank to IDBI, I thought maybe it was His will, and I just went. And at the same time, I got promotion there, But I just went. Whatever came in my way, I went there, and again I started the same way. And I benefited immensely, materially also.
So as swimming is to fish, spiritualism is to you, is it?
My spiritualism works in offering my services to the best of my abilities.
So the global management crisis which is there, and in all aspects, all spheres that we see, and really world is not in a very good shape, all quarters. So what solution do you think such kind of efforts and activities can actually offer in reality, apart from being just conferences?
See, the cause of the crisis lies because some people did not do their job properly. In Lehman Brothers, they sold subprime mortgages, converted them into bonds, and sold all over the world. In the process, they made money, but there when they sell bonds, then they have no responsibility toward bondholders. So when those mortgages failed and individuals did not pay for their housing, then those who suffered were people all over the world. Lehman Brothers also had these mortgages. They also suffered in the process. But basically, they were making business out of the derivatives, I think. And they knew that they were doing something wrong, and still they did it, and sold subprime mortgages. There itself something shows that things were wrong.
So what is the solution? Like people keep on doing such things and such kind of activities, such kind of conferences we organize, but
see, basically two things which went very wrong in United States. Okay, people do. I take it. But those who are in the business of broking or investment firm, some of them would always misbehave. And that's why there are regulations. SEC, it was supposed to regulate, Lehman Brothers, And all these instruments are to be rated. And credit rating agencies were supposed to rate them. Both the agencies failed. SEC did not keep up pace with the new financial innovations and instruments that were being developed by these institutions. And credit rating agencies simply failed to rate them properly. I think these were the two main reasons the crisis occurred.
So somebody did not do his job properly.
Not properly, they did absolutely miserably.
Okay.
Yeah. Regulation was miserable and credit rating agencies also, I think, did not do their job. And now look at them. They are coming with almost vengeance. They downgraded US, they downgraded European countries, they downgraded so many banks now. But till then what? Their record is very abysmal. Lehman Brothers was rated investment grade till the day they filed bankruptcy. Greece was filed, I think something like A grade, much above India, till they showed that they were almost going toward bankruptcy. So I think rating agencies had failed miserably, but now they are coming to their senses and doing maybe far more serious work than they were doing earlier.
So this crisis, which is their financial crisis, all over.
Preventable.
They're preventable.
So now it is over. For all purposes, the crisis is over.
So,
US is recovering, and if you look at Dow Jones Index, if it is any guide, it has almost doubled after 2008 now. Europe, we are having still some aftershocks in Europe. I think Europe is united, that they want to get over this and remain united. Europe will do it.
And what about Indian economy? What do you foresee for this, for the future?
My feeling is the Indian economy will grow. So this year we are likely to grow at 7%, which is not bad. We have become used to some 9% for 3-4 years. That's why we feel 7% is not adequate for us. But for decades and decades we grew only at 3.5%. So 7% is not bad, we should remember that. Next year maybe we'll go to 7.5 to 8%. By that time industry will pick up.
Is there any hidden strength of Indian market, Indian financial market?
Very strong.
Okay.
India is a big market. India doesn't have to depend so much on exports. But we need exports. Because we need imports. To that extent, yes, we need export. But basically, Indian domestic market is so huge that most of the industries will survive only on the domestic market. Same thing happened to Japan, same thing China, I think. They have become also more inward looking now and they are growing at a very fast rate, China.
Like in earlier statements you mentioned about being responsible, and your spirituality is being working whatever assigned to you in the perfect manner.
I have benefited immensely. I worked hard. I always worked hard. And from material point of view, I got very rapid promotion. I was one of the youngest executive directors in Industrial Development Bank of India at the age of 42. And that was my reward. It just came in my way. But I didn't work for it. Let me put it that way.
So your spiritualism is Karma Yoga, basically.
Karma Yoga means basically, I won't use the word Karma Yoga. It's total surrender. Whatever work you do, you offer to divine. Then it's his responsibility to find out new avenues for him.
Somewhat Mira Bhav, that Mira used to practice for Krishna.
No, it's more like Aurobindo philosophy. That divine grace comes to you if you have total surrender and you offer your services to your best.
Without any expectation.
Expectations don't have to be there. It comes somehow. In my life it has just come. I mean, you can call that I am very fortunate in my life. Not, maybe all of them don't get, I think. But life has just opened up for me by itself.
Can you suggest a way through which we can inculcate, because the things which you are mentioning, they're very good, like nobody can argue about it, but implementing or inculcating such thing in people's mind and hearts, so how one goes about it, like in management school particularly, in our context?
I think it has to work both the ways. First you have to teach them certain things. But if you teach, they learn. On their own they may not, learn certain attitudes in life. Now for example, ambition, setting goal for yourself, we never do. We never did. But today's, boys, when I used to interview them for my unit trust of India, some of the IIM boys will come, appear for interviews, and when I describe what the kind of trust is, and of course we like unit trust very much, then they would ask me certain questions afterward, then say, when I can become general manager? How long will it take for me to reach that position? What are the career paths in your organization? See, to us, this question never arose when we started working in the Reserve Bank or other places. We just worked and promotions came in their way. But today's boys are impatient. I think IIMs make them...
This is the reason of the problem, that the perception of people towards success, towards career, towards job, towards money.
There has been a change in their attitudes. That's why they changed so many jobs. I started working in Reserve Bank, then I moved to IDBI, which was a subsidiary of Reserve Bank at that time. Then of course government took it over. And I retired from IDBI. There was no change in job, nothing of the kind. We worked. And our good work was always rewarded in many ways.
But in today's organization, they also keep on changing people, and there is no loyalty as such. The particular concept is somewhere going into oblivion now.
They change you if they feel that you have to be changed. Let me put it that way. If you have been doing good work for them, they don't change you, they promote you. We do the same. I used to do the same in my organization. But more than that, sometimes, I worked in public sector. So promotions don't come so easily. We have certain rules and other things. But we give them more responsible work. Now, for example, I remember when we started one scheme in the Unit Trust of India for women who reach their middle ages and they have no money. So if the parents had put some savings for them and they keep with us for some time, then they will get it throughout their married career. Every year some money out of that. There is a scheme called Gruha Lakshmi. The scheme was offered, and when I think Najma Heptullah, she was the minister, she came for interviewing. And then I said, please honor the boy who has, drafted the scheme. He was a young IIM boy from Ahmedabad. She said, I thought some old man will come who thinks about his daughter and he wants to save something for that. But I find a young man here. But that was the boy, we gave him responsibility. He did not change so long as I was there. Then he changed.
So what path do you suggest for school institutes like School of Management Sciences, which has initiated in this direction? So what should we do next, in your opinion?
I think best thing is inculcate some good value system, which I find in today's conference, you are thinking of that. So they will become tomorrow's leaders. And start with them today in the school, so that when they develop, they have very strong value systems for the organization.
Thank you, Dr. Dave. I hope you enjoyed your stay here, and
thank you.
Thanks, sir.